Hi everyone, my name's Tash and I'm from Heart and Design, and today we're going to do a drawing sample using my new book, which is called Learn to Draw Grid Method Fairies. There will be a whole collection of them soon available on TikTok and other platforms. You'll see my link in bio, and obviously on my W you can download them as well to print at home, so you don't have to buy the book, you can just buy the download. Okay, so we're going to start today. We're going to do this lovely little mushroom picture. This is one of the beginner images out of the book. This book isn't just for children, may I add. It's for all ages, as the difficulty gets harder and harder as you go through the book until you're practically drawing full pictures. Okay, so it's about developing your drawing abilities through the grid method to kind of build up your confidence, and eventually you won't need the grids. So I still use the grids, by the way. When I'm trying to transfer an image, I just feel that the grid method helps me get the perspective and everything absolutely correct. And it's a much quicker method. So we're going to go in, and what I like to do is I tend to start over in the corner and come round and then do the bottom. So I know that I'm halfway through A2 and we're just going to do a little curve and then come up to this point up here. So I kind of plan out my beginning of the line and then the end of my line. That's just a tiny little corner in there. I hope you can see this okay. Then we come right up to, we're in the B1 now, and create the curve where the top of the mushroom is going. Always have the whole picture in mind. Remember, it's not just that square. So then we're coming down, use little strokes like this, usually helps to get, I need to be coming round more here. So don't be afraid to just have a go and then realise you've made a mistake. So here it's coming round and I've got a bump there, and I don't really want that bump there. This is an electric eraser, by the way, if anyone is wondering what I'm using. It's just so good for helping me with out having to use the normal erasers and rubbing away. So we're going to come round here. This is just another like loop to the bottom of the mushroom, and now we're going to do a full swing, but just keep checking that you're in the right section of the square and that you're in the right place. Just keep referring to the other grid image. Okay, so now we're right on the line here and we're just kind of swinging round. Remember, keep the whole picture in mind as you're drawing this, not just the square you're on, so that it's flowing and not like lots of little bumpies and it's not joining up. Okay, now when you've drawn it, what I tend to do is I go over it in like a liner pen, so it kind of finishes it. And then what you can do is you can get a piece of A4 paper of your own, draw the grid on, and then, but very, very lightly with pencil, then transfer the image, do it in pen, and then rub out the grid. And that way you've created your own drawing. Now, the part where we're in the middle of the mushroom here, if you can see that, I think the easiest thing to go from is like the cross here. So I'm going to curve round here, and we're going to create a circle which crosses about here. Remember, don't worry about perfection. These are learning activities. You want to get it as right as you can, but don't worry too much. Now that I've done that part, I need to draw in the corners, and I know that one slightly crosses over the lines there. Now don't forget, if you're following along with me and you've printed this off or you've bought the book, stop me, do whatever you're doing, and then start me again, because I may go too fast, and if that's the case, then you want to be stopping me, pausing me, and coming back. Right, so we've got a really nice circle coming on from the end of the window here. These are the little marks that these little fantasy mushrooms have, don't they? This is from the book Fairies, so it's not all fairies, but it's things to do with kind of fairy tales and things like that, all the fantasy stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. And remember, it's for adults as well. I love doing this. I love doing these activities. They're so much fun and quite quick as well because you've got the guide. Now, if I do go wrong, it's probably because I'm talking at the same time as trying to do this, but I am getting better at that. Right, now we're going to do the door. Oh, we haven't done the big circle here. See, there we go. So it starts here, and we're going to just kind of use those little strokes to develop a circle. Okay, use the little strokes. Then we're going to come and do the door. We're going to swing round here, swing round over the top and the side here, and then make another round shape so that the bottom of the door tucks in again. Okay, we need to put the handle on. And then we're going to come round and do the lines. We're just copying as they are in the book. And remember, we have to try and pretend the grid isn't there. I mean, obviously for this version that we're doing, the first version, the grid is very much there. But if you do another version on A4 paper, you'll be able to rub it out and you'll be left with your final version, which is such a nice feeling. So there we are. So I've drawn it in pencil, but as I say, what I like to do, I'm just going to bring that round a bit more, and I think I'll bring that in a bit more. Just don't be afraid when you finish as well to step back from it and think, is everything in the right place? Okay, and if it's not, then you need to change it. Now, I like to get a nice black liner pen and come in. I found these liner pens. They're actually normal writing pens, but they have such a lovely fine nib, and they are black. So I found them on Temu, but you can probably get something similar if you're watching this on TikTok, in the TikTok shop. So I'm kind of, as I'm going around now, I am doing single lines, and you can see it's not absolutely perfect. But we're not going for perfect for the first time. We're just, I want you to see me just having a go, like you'll be having a go. I don't know what happened there. My pen didn't want to work. So we'll get that going round. And we'll do a big circle here. There we go. See, it's starting to come together. When you go over all the multiple lines of pencil and just do the final line that you're happy with, it will start to just come together and make more sense. There we go. And we'll come round and do the bottom of the mushroom. Draw the door in. And there we have it. It's done. So what you can do now is you can get your eraser. Doesn't have to be an electric one like mine. I just find that it's just quite a lot easier, and it really does get rid of the pencil well. So of course you can stop me now if you want to. You don't need to watch me erase. And don't forget, your next task will be to get a plain piece of A4 paper or A5 paper, however small you want to go. Draw the grid yourself, a 4x4 grid, making sure they're squares, and then transfer your image from the picture image that's in the book, and then rub out the background, and then you've created your final image that won't have a grid there. And that's pretty much how you transfer every image using the grid method. But there's lots to come in the book, so hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment, all those things. It will help my profiles, channels to grow. Thank you.